When I first heard about Barnabas Ministries was at Holland High. While I was at school, I was a huge partier, involved with gang activity, doing a lot of drugs, and just getting involved with the wrong crowd. And my mom, she ended up talking to a lot of the counselors there and a lot of the staff there about some sort of mentoring program. At first she wanted me to get a job, and she figured a mentor could help me find a job. They referred to Barnabas Ministries, so she ended up talking to Rachel Patmos. From there, Rachel just connected with my mom, and then they had conversations. When this whole mentoring thing happened, I was just like, no, I don't want a mentor. So it was the weirdest thing ever. But my mom really just wanted me to have this mentor because she thought it was gonna help. But I'm like, me? No, get out of here. I don't need it. I'm honestly blessed that I had a mentor, even though for the majority of the time I just did not want one. I figured, why do I want someone who does not know my life, get involved with my life, and be like, hey Jose, you're doing things wrong, or something like that. When my mom kind of went through the whole Holland High process, talked with the whole staff, found a way to get connected with Barnabas, they asked me just questions about like, what do I love to do, what my hobbies are, things to get to know me, and then from there they ended up finding suitable mentors who had the same interests as I do. If it's sports or just being outdoors or activities. And then from there they partnered me up with a mentor that seemed really suitable with me and someone that I could just be able to connect with and get to know really well. My involvement with Barnabas Ministries, in the past I used to do a lot of just activities, either help just sponsor the activity. Lori Joe actually introduced me to a guy named Mike Gruppin, and from there we branched out and did like a weightlifting ministry. Most of the activities I've done, it's either like golf events or just little get-togethers and help kind of promote it or just speak out. I would say they're trying to affect change, find kids that are just struggling in life, kids that are looking to feel accepted, kids that are looking just to feel loved and appreciated a lot of times. I know there's kids out there, even if it's guys, girls, that just want that. And honestly, we all want to be appreciated. We all want to be loved. And there's times when we just don't feel that at home. Like in my life, my dad always told me that I was a nobody and I didn't feel appreciated at home. So that's why I joined gangs, and that's why I stayed in it, because they appreciated it for what I was doing. They loved it when I did bad things. So I stuck with the gangs, and then after that, I ended up gradually moving from gangs into the party scene, and then I thought being in the party scene, I could look for love through alcohol, through drugs, through lustful temptations. Having a mentor just made me realize that that's not what love is. Love is having that brotherhood, that community, that friendship, and we all desire that. And I would say what Barnabas does, just being able to seek out students who want that, who desire that same passion just to feel appreciated. I think it's amazing, because I don't know many mentoring programs that go out and do that. I feel like some just kind of chill back and wait, but Barnabas, what they like to do is they actually like to go out and reach out, and then from there find suitable candidates for those mentees. Barnabas is sharing the gospel in many different ways. The variety of different ways that I've been introduced is they have this skateboarding ministry, which is a great one for those kids, those students that love to skateboard. And then there's also the weightlifting ministry that I've been involved with for those students who love just working out and being able to hear the gospel through working out, through events, through concerts, just promotions, and yeah, a lot of just, I guess, the free events that they do. It's great ways to share, great way to just have someone come in and be like, hey, that sounds pretty cool, let's go. The way they train the mentors is amazing. Train them and they test them in their faith, see how much they know, that passion they have for the Lord, just make sure it's there. And which I think it's great for disciple making and also for mentor making. A disciple maker, I would say at first, would be the mentor learning and kind of finding out, okay, this is who I am. And the mentor process, like, okay, now I'm gonna find this kid who needs it, and I'm gonna come alongside him and teach him, and hopefully make a disciple out of him as well. They could go online. There's also a Facebook page for those who are Facebook users, which is a lot of us nowadays. and also through radio ads you could hear it. People can pray for Barnabas Ministries just to help, just encourage them and lift them up, just especially when times get tough. And a lot of times, I'm sure some mentors either get discouraged or even the staff gets discouraged at times. So just being able to hear words of encouragement to help lift them up would be great. People can support Barnabas financially to kind of help promote these events that might be able to bring others to come to these events and just allow Barnabas to just do a lot of different things for students and also for mentors a lot of times. People can volunteer through just looking online and being able to reach out to Barnabas Ministry. You could volunteer through concerts, some concerts that they help host. If it's doing security or just doing like the ticket booth, you could also help out with like the weightlifting or just finding leaders in different events that they do. If it's cookouts, if it's just being able to connect and just support them. I guess it's more like a support staff role. The reason I chose to go to Bible college is, one, I feel like that's where God's called me, and a lot of it has to do because of Barnabas. And this is going now way back. January 20th of 2010 was a whole turning point in my life. I got in trouble with the law for something. I was basically at the bottom. During that day, I was enrolled in community college. I dropped out of community college. I lost my job, got arrested for something, and it's just, I guess you could say I was way down there. To see Barnabas come alongside me during that one time that 1 week I was arrested and actually support me compared to all these friends supposedly that I had in school that were never there for me, but Barnabas was. It really lifted me up a lot. Barnabas just helped encourage me and challenge me and kind of bring up a lot of questions about God, who I am in God, and what do I want to do with my life, and why am I doing the things I'm doing? And they just, honestly, they just supported me in a lot of different ways. Lori Joe Shepard actually supported me to go to Kuiper College after I re-enrolled in college after my arrest. And I was like, Lori Joe, I don't know what to do with my life, but I feel like God's calling me to do this. And so I applied at a lot of colleges in Western Michigan, a lot of Christian schools, and Kuiper College and Grace Bible College were the two that I got accepted to. And Lori Joe just said, go to Kuiper. And I did. And it's been tough because Bible school was always hard for me because I never grew up in it. It's been a fun challenge, and Lori Jo has always been there to support me, and even if it's through Facebook or through a phone call, she's always just been, I guess, that mom that will always lift me up and encourage me when I need it. Because of Barnabas, I'm right where I'm at now. I would just like to encourage those who are thinking about joining mentoring programs that do it. A lot of times I feel like we choose not to go for it because it's financial reasons or we're way too busy in life. If you have that time, that 1 hour, 2 hours a week to be able to just glorify the Lord with it, I would say go for it, because there is a kid out there that's looking for a mentor, and there's a kid that really needs to feel appreciated, needs to feel wanted, and you could make that difference. So I would encourage you just to go out there and seek the Lord and just help these kids out and challenge them and help turn their life around. When I think of Lori Jo, one, I think of a mom, and I think of a coach. A mom, because she's always there to support me when I basically want to cry and I'm really sad. And then she's there as a coach by telling me, Jose, don't quit, you can't give up yet. And I played softball for the Barnabas team, and she's always uplifting me when I just feel like I've played poorly. So I see her as a mom and just a coach in my life, which is great, because the mom side is great, but every now and then I need someone just to give it to me. And Lori Jo, like I said, like a coach, would tell me how it is sometimes and just lift me up with it.